This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
What's happening? What is up? Oh my god, I don't have anything on. I'm all messed up. Here we go. Okay. Bop it a bop. These are the things. Wow. Red, right? Come on. Gotta love that red, y'all. Gotta love that red. Are we like a bull? We're at the bull, what are they called? Fights? They're not really fights, are they? What's that? Where, you know, how do you start? This is how you start. This is exactly how you start. I'm not sure. I need to shave pretty bad. I'm all over the place. Work's interesting. And life is great. You know, every day is what you make it. And we try to make it the best we can. Sound is adequate. I will put that away. I don't have my chat doc set up either. I feel like I was prepared. I mean, my hair's clean. So there's that, right? That's all that matters. How's everyone doing tonight? Justin! What's up? All right, my chat is live-ish. Why is it? Okay. It was weird. I don't know if anyone else uses OBS Studio, but every once in a while, I mean, it's free. It's free, so can I complain? Not much. Sometimes it does this weird reset where I turn it on and then none of my cameras are working. Then I have to go in, open up properties and settings, and then reapply the camera that already is currently there, basically again, and then it works. It's strange. And then like today it was like, this was all scrunched over. It's like everything kind of gets reset, but it gets reset to something that wasn't necessarily the base setting. I don't know. I'm rambling. Here we are. I got off of work. I came home. I kind of started getting ready. I made the live feed stream link. I think that's right. What's going on, Henry G? Marco, obviously I said Titanium Justin. Steve K, what's up, Steve? Kathleen is here. We all love Kathleen. Marco, Mick, and Jar Jar Bings. It's a Thursday. It's a slow Thursday. It's a chill Thursday. Or was there more people here and they left because I was acting crazy? It's all good. It's all good. What's up with everyone? How are we doing? What's the scoop? What's the word on the street? Knives? You like knives? Got some knives. I gotta send an email to Waylon. I worked on his video is gonna be tomorrow. I did the custom for Waylon for the 7K. He won the Artisan Cutlery Royal with a KDK custom, and we did a dye, we did a fade dye and an acid etch on basically most of the parts, I guess. We're going to look at it in a little bit, though. I'm wondering if he's going to show up and I can ask him about it rather than I did not make it to disc this week, Henry. I stayed late from work for a little while and tried to dial in some settings on something and got a little sidetracked and then decided I didn't make it. I didn't make it. So there was no disc live on Tuesday. That's pretty much one of my favorite outings, get-togethers with some buddies for disc leagues in the summers, outdoors. Like I run mine on Wednesday. I go to the other one that my buddy runs and we help him out with on Mondays. But in the winter, there are some leagues. I just don't get out quite as much. But the indoor putting leagues at the brewery where you can have a nice drink and hang out with some buds. You've seen the lives. It's fun. It's really fun. I highly recommend hanging out with friends and playing games or socializing or whatever it is you want to do with your friends. You get a group of people that like doing the same thing, whether it's like a bowling league or... I've been wanting to get into a bowling league. A lot of my friends are in bowling leagues that I didn't really jump on when they did. Marco just won something. What did Marco win? He's got the magic touch, says Kathleen. I feel like I've seen Marco win things before. I love the lava lamp. I almost, in a way, prefer it before it's fully heated. If you look at it now, it's just got this globular lava, right? I'm kind of new to the lava lamp game. Never really had one. What's up, Ken? Ken Fixed in the house. Go down a rabbit hole on YouTube. I don't want to get off on a rant here, but this is my, I've never really owned a lava lamp, believe it or not, but turns out super rad. Plus, it's extra cool lighting for the live streams and things like that. But right now, the stuff's still melting, so it's like this kind of globular, almost like smoke. Renee Ramon, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Yeah, what did Marco win? There's Marco saying hi. Marco doesn't want to share with what he won. Must have been pretty good. Or it was not that great and he just is okay with it. What have you been up to, Ken? I haven't been to Hanson in a while. Trying to think, I went to Hanson in January. January's been an interesting month with my toothface and my ice fishing trip. He's usually first in the live, so he deserves to win. Go Marco Polo. That's true. That is true. He's pretty solid. He's a solid, consistent guy. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was way greater than this. Ken, did you see this one? Look, it covers my whole face. It's not even that far from my face. But if I get it just a little bit out, like look at that, full coverage. Looks like a giant wax turd. Yeah, like right now, it looks like it's just dropping turd. I'm cool with it. I am cool with it. But yeah, it turns out, I can't remember who said or what they said, that this is a knockoff. This is a budget buckshot knives. I don't deserve anything, just got lucky. Marco. You earned it. But yeah, I on my research for the golden grail of cool knives that may be expensive, maybe not expensive, I found this and was like, as soon as I saw it, You know, I've talked about it before. You see a picture of a knife and you see the numbers and it says 3.5-inch blade, 4-inch handle. But until you actually hold it in your hand, the numbers just don't add up correctly. And sometimes things are smaller than you thought it was going to be or bigger than you thought it was going to be. This, I'm not exactly sure what I thought when I saw the initial, image on the Amazon, but I could tell immediately. I was like, okay. dude is holding it. I swear, I think the photo is like he had it in his hand. Okay, so it's funny, because in my hand like this, it kind of actually doesn't look extremely huge. But Ken will tell you, my hands are incorrectly sized. Rode the crotch rocket today. It was nice out and just like keeping the oil spinning. Right on, Ken. Minnesota today, it was 40s. It was in the 40s. All the snow was pretty much melted. We've barely had any actually this year. It's been cold. We had a little cold spell, but when it gets really cold, it actually doesn't snow because it's too cold. Does that make sense? For precipitation in the air. So very little snow, next to none. My yard is completely snow free. My driveway's clear. It looks good. That's what she said. Cold keeps those rockets cool and fast. So it was a nice day, and when I went to lunch, I walked outside and the thermometer. I turned my digital thermometer in my dash on my Toyota. Said 50 some degrees, and I was like, what? But it's because the heat coming in through the window or whatever, and it was in the sun. But it was about 42 degrees in Minnesota today, which is bananas. So Ken took his motorcycle out for a little bit. All cool with that. So anyway, I saw this. The photo was in the hand of the person, and it covered the hand. It was like the full. I know. This doesn't work, I guess. But let's get out the old Bruley Dooley. Right? That blade is over 2 inches wide. Even in the narrow spot. It's about almost 2 inches. It's stupid. This thing is ridiculous. I can't measure and be backwards. It's over 4 1/4 or more. I could tell immediately, like, yep, that thing is huge. It's great for making the ice fishing possible, though. The really cold was nice because it made ice. We actually drove out on one of the lakes. It was like 20 plus inches. What about the concept Leviathan? That sounds familiar. Somebody said, yeah, that is a pretty much direct knockoff of this. And so then I looked it up and they were right. It was. This is pretty much a copy of another knife. I don't know if that knife is still available. I don't think it is. Significantly better, higher quality. This was all of $20, $30 or whatever it was. It's so funny. Look at how far away the thumb stud is. Even my big hand, there's more space for my thumb to slide in between there. It's like you got to get all the way out there. But it works. Hilarious stuff. What knife? What knife you talking about, Justin? I'm talking about this one. I don't even remember if it had a name. The Buckshot Knives Cleaver Beast. It's one of those ones that says USA design, crafted in China. We know. But look at how much of the blade goes into the handle. So I'm touching blade right here. Boom. So you're literally, here's the other spot. It's only It's not even maybe 20% of the blade. I don't know what it's a replica of. I can't remember, and I don't remember who it was that chimed in and said. You could look it up in the video. It's harder for me to look it up because my CPU will explode. I'm almost ready to get my new computer. Rob came over and we looked at a couple things, updates and some ideas on what we're gonna get. So that's happening soon. But you could go and watch the video for that one. It's only from a few days ago. Or you don't even have to watch the video. You can go to the video, and in the comments, somebody posted, they're like, I think that's a knockoff of this. And that comment is in fact correct. Sensor, what's going on? The Leviathan is huge, but tiny compared to that one. See if I can do this without my computer exploding. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't know why I didn't remember this. The Leviathan. Anybody have one of these? Justin, you've got one, right? I would... Do you like the holes or no holes? Built for speed, built for looks. I'm not sure if I like the holes on this one or not. What do you think, chat? Holes or no holes? What about that clip? I don't... There it is in somebody's hand. So it's almost a 3.9 inch S35 VN blade. 9.6 overall. 9.6 overall. Oh, I love it. This one's 10, just about 10. So it's honestly about the same length as this thing. So that thing is a pig. Speaking of pigs, dude. Momo. Thanks to Dave for graciously giving me this Momo that I am going to put a laser mark on there of a topography map of one of the lakes that we were on when we were on the fishing trip that he gave this to me on. But this is the 154 CM Momo, the original one with the aluminum. I am really liking the Momo quite a bit. I've been carrying it. I've been enjoying it. I've been messing around with this one. I have 3 of them now. I want to do a mod on the other one for sure. The mini Momo is actually almost, dude, it's just something about the hold on this right here is a nice size handle, a nice grab, and that blade, that right there. The only thing I could say is send a stack of jimps all the way up this pig right here. Throw some jimps to there. Send them out. Kenman's wants to get on some jimpage, you know what I'm saying? But Justin likes that Leviathan, the holes in the black blade, huh? I can dig a black blade. I mean, I've got one on the table here. That M390 with that DLC coating. Hawk is one of my favorites from last year, no doubt. I'm really enjoying the Hawk. More jimps. Nice little jimp stack right there. Feels good on the thumb. Really fun to open and close. Great sound. And a lot of it's that feel in your hand. You know what I mean? When you grab a knife and you put it in your hand like you are going to use it. However you use it. Often like this. Ooh, it's kind of fun. Clickety clack. Sorry, folks. Just hold on a sec. But yeah, Ken. Literally, I was thinking the same thing. I thought of that too. That's funny. But yeah, the Hawk is sick, dude. The drop on this, boom. So much fun. Feels so great in the hand. Hawk was definitely one of my champs from this last year. The Microjet, obviously, I've been talking about the Microjet as well. Peacemaker is the custom, you think? Boom. But yeah, Microjet. So everyone think of my customization I did. It's funny, it looks more purple on my camera. It's definitely more bronze. The one that had the thing that didn't take the anno as much on this side, see how that looks more bronze? It all actually looks a little bit more like that. But on camera, it seems to have kind of more of an oily purple, which I don't mind that either. It's a user. It feels great. I love it. It is some fun stuff. What was another one from this last year that I really am happy with? Boom. Anybody get on Tri-State had a Tri-Stash second drop today. I think he dropped, it was like 40 more of his knife, which is a really cool knife. And they all sold out in only like 2 minutes. So if you were one that was hoping to get one and you tried to make that order, good on you. I'm glad. Hopefully you got one. But the Tall Boy, Devo Tall Boy, dark mode version from Blade Binge. This one is, I was carrying this one today. Love it. Love it. Devo makes some great stuff. This one feels so good. And look what they did. Second set of jimps. They could have gone just the whole way. They stopped there, but then they said, hey, Kenman, these are for you. And then that boom, I get out there and I'm home. I will do that often. And then, nice choke up spot. Thumb sits on these right here really well. That little ramp stop almost. Tall Boy is fantastic. Which is your favorite Devo? I have two. Really like this one as well. I'm not sure, when did the Pony Stout come out? Anyone know? The premium Pony Stout. This was a White Mountain Knives, right? I think. What's up, Morbid Claws? Sorry, I didn't notice. I read your comment, but I didn't notice. I was trying to get a black Tri-Stash, got sniped when I was pressing the pay. That sucks, Henry. Getting sniped out is a bummer. It actually, I don't know if I talked about that on here or not. When I ordered the mini Momo, so I was looking at the Momos. The new Momos were about to drop. And then I was looking at the minis, and there's a couple of minis with the aluminum that look really cool. I actually think look better than this one. And I was looking at them, and then I noticed that, there's only, these are still in stock. This is the holiday special, so it's numbered. We got S35 VN on that blade steel. I got 165 out of 200 on there. So you got that limited run, and then the high quality blade steel. Then it also has got a titanium bolster. So we're talking the high end, top of the line version, even if you don't like the holiday look. You know, I plan on making some new scales. I can put the holiday ones on for the holidays, but during the year, I got to get that CNC machine going and make some different scales for this. And I think it'll look cool with that gold accent. What color scale should I do? Probably just solid red or black. Taking notes. Anyway, so I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm ordering. I'm going to get that premium one. The other ones will still be available in the future, but this one was limited, and it was that premium material. So I said, I'll go for it, right? So I had one in my cart. I actually had several knives in the cart, a couple different versions of it. What's up, Brown Sugar? Thanks for popping in. So I had a couple of these in my cart, and then I had to clear a few knives out because I was like, okay, I'm only buying this. So then I started clearing out other knives from the cart, only had this one left, and then went to go to the next page to pay. And when I did that, it said you cannot process as requested. One or more of the items in your cart is no longer available. And so then I looked, and it was this. And so it was like the last, I don't know, like it wasn't available. And so then I tried to click on it, and it said it was no longer in stock. And I'm like, no. And so then I hit refresh, and it was no longer in stock. And like, well, bummer. And then I went to go back and look at one of the other aluminum ones and make a decision. And instead of going back, I actually it refreshed the same page again. Or maybe it did go back, but that back had either way. And then all of a sudden it was there and it said in stock. And so I was like, what? And so then I clicked on it, and then boom, it was available. And I was like, okay, now it's in my cart again. Checkout, went to checkout, purchase, done. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Either it was an error and I'm not going to get it and they're going to message me back saying it's not available, or they'll send it. And they sent it, and I got it. I did go back after I made the purchase, and I went in, and it was no longer available in stock. And so, yeah, maybe someone was trying to buy it, and then their card didn't go through. And since it was a processing transaction, and then it got declined, maybe, then it went back into available to go into a cart, and I maybe sniped it from someone else. Oops. But it also says, well, maybe they don't know because I got number 165 out of 200. I bet you when they make the 200, the last one sold isn't number 200. It's just they're just all get thrown in and they just grab one out and sell it. They don't even know what number it is because there was no number on the box. So I guess that makes sense. It could have been the last one or one of the last ones. And it could have been a lower number or a higher number. It'd have been cool to have it be like, a specific number. Like for me, like 13. Obviously, if it was 13, that'd be cool. Or some number that would be significant to somebody. But the chances of that, unless you were there right when they were made and you were able to go through them and be like, so I may have sniped it from someone. If that was you, I apologize. But I did get it. And I love the Momo. It is awesome. It makes me happy. What knives did you get last year that make you happy? So was the Momo, was that January? Or was that still December? No, I think it was still December. I mean, it came out because it's the holiday version. But did the new Momos, the new mini Momos, was that in January already, or was that still December? I'm back here. Focus is back here. Have I been out of focus every time I've been right here? Nope. That turd is peeking. It's going to drop soon. It's going to be like plop. Okay. And boom. Some of the new things are going on. And some old and some stuff to talk about. This one right here. Obviously this one here. I mean, what? No comment? What's everyone feel about this? Boom. Kaiser Cleaver Flixed Blade. It was on White Mountain. I will look it up. This is one of my topics of discussion today, Justin, is I'm looking for new knives. Oh, Justin, I was going to buy a couple of those off you. I totally forgot about that. Justin, if you still have a couple of those available, I got to remember to message you. Because I was totally going to buy a couple of those from you, Justin, and then I had my tooth and then my trip, and I totally got sidetracked. So, Justin, if there's some of those are still available, let's talk. I'll send you some money. I totally forgot about it. My bad. So remind me if that's true or not. Vern, what's up, Vern Posey? Sterling Stoots, what's up, Sterling? And the Mad Yako Hanks. If you look right down in the lower left corner there, Mad Yako on YouTube, handmade in Ohio. Damn, Daniel. So, Justin, are some of those more still available or not? Because I know there was like 2 of them that I wanted. God, this thing is hideous though, right? Look at that. Tell me that's not fantastic. It's fantastic. It's so dumb. I mean, the whole motif with the lab and the pheasants. Anybody go pheasant hunting? It's crazy. These days, what a cheap gas station style knife can be. This thing is solid. It feels great. The blade doesn't move. All the edges are knocked down nicely. Back in the day when I was younger, if it was a cheap knife, the edges would not be knocked down and they would be rough. So if you go like that, you could feel that would be sharp. This would be sharp. You would go in here and go across that, and it wouldn't be like it was going to cut you, but it wasn't worked in. Like this has been tumbled. It just feels smooth. That ramp on that design, just zip, thumb sits in there nice. Jimps would be cool, but it does feel nice. It feels solid. It's a hollow grind. It probably won't hold an edge for crap, but you know me, I don't buy these knives to cut stuff with. I buy them to do this. I sit here like this, I go like this, I go like this, I go, yeah. Even the index, look at my index sits out on this ramp. Boop, right into it. That could be a rich guy's knife with real gold scales, right? Oh my God. It's just absolutely hideous. Yes, please. Yes, please. Pheasant hunting is for the rich, but the knife is for the poor, like me. I have a fake Damascus with a deer on it. Excellent. Yako, that sounds excellent. Man, I don't want to say it was the total star of the show, but if you saw my not so mini knife shootout round 3 where we did the paper cut test, who saw that? This is the cheapest knife in the not so mini knife shootout. Here they are, right here. We can look at them in a little bit. But this one was like all of $20 or whatever. Yeah, I think this was on sale on Blade HQ, so maybe it was 30 originally or whatever, but I think I got this for like $17, right? Got that plastic FRN like textured scale, got a kind of colored back. Blade is, I don't know exactly what it is, but the cutting power, the paper cutting, it was like like this thing was cutting through, and then I started just doing these little fast cuts, and it was just shaving off a little thin paper hair. Nuts. I mean, what? We're going to talk about that not so many knife shootout in a little bit. Come on. Focused perfectly. Out of focus. You like that? Sterling? Dude, this is not for sale. I pretty much said I would sell most all of my shipwrecks or projects if someone's interested in a project, but everybody kind of knows that the Towser K is one of my favorite knives. That White Mountain Knives Frag Titanium one is basically number one. Really great sack of chimps on the Towser. Feels so good in the hand. This beefy copper one with the action of beauty. It's so nice. And, I mean, come on. Tell me my shipwreck job. I love what's going on right here. This weird, the orange and black little splotchy, cancerous piece. And then you've got that kind of coppery section there with all the blue. This side in the natural light has this metallic-y, right in this orangey kind of area, if you see that, where it kind of shimmers almost like a cat's eye. It's hard for me to pick it up on camera, but right there, this whole section too, and down in there on this side, it just has this nutty like depth color to it. Sterling, you do it. Why not? If you've got one, you got a couple copper knives, it's just begging for it to be done. You have an original XL in copper? I got that original XL from Jimmy. And this knife is great. I am going to customize this. I'm not sure how or what. What am I making shake the table? But it is nice. What's up, Blind Woo? What's the big boy silver knife? Fourth on the top row. This is a knockoff of another knife. Did anybody find out what that one was? I got this off of the old Amazon Impulse. I found it. I was like, oh my God, what? It's a Buckshot Knives cleaver. It's cheapo. Look, it's 3CR13. I mean, ew. But look at this. I like cover up my face with it. What kind of a Phantom of the Opera mask in knife form? So there is a premium version that looks almost identical to this. I don't know if it's still available or not, but it is out there, and it is cool. Sterling won the copper wee banter, but it has those putter scales. Putter scales? What do you mean, putter scales? Do I need to look it up? Color, texture, I mean, there's no texture, but that color pattern, I love shipwrecks so much. They are just about as cool as it gets. Got to keep it on. Keep it up on the old Mad Yako Hank. If you are interested in some Hanks, though, hit up the Mad Yako. Look at that backside stitch. Gorgeous on there. Boom. I have a bunch of them. I usually try to put one out for the lives or when I shoot a couple videos here and there. 8-layered pattern. I saw a couple knives at the pawn shop yesterday, says Ken. You want me to pick them up for some random videos? It depends. It depends. They look pretty sweet. Probably. You know. The thing is, there's going to be a few companies that are just absolute trash. Even the cheapos that I find, I have a stack of like 10 knives over there that I wouldn't even give away. I mean, I could do something like this for a giveaway even though it was under 20 bucks because I feel good about it. I feel good about it. But I got some that it's like this, the screws are going to pop off. What are some of the brands? Smith & Wesson. Anyone want to chime in? Justin, chime in. What are some of the brands that it's like, yeah, if that's what it is, then yeah. But you never know. You could look them up too, Ken. If you have that on your phone, take a photo of it, Google it, and just kind of see what. Yeah, there could be some cheapos. You got some nice houseplants over there. Thank you, Full Throttle. This isn't even the bulk of them. I got my Parrot Bonsai here. It just dropped a bunch of leaves, but it kind of goes through phases. You can see there are some fresh leaves at the right angle. But I've been kind of pruning this one and training it for probably 2 years now. It's really nice because what happens is you can it's a year-round grower, tropicals, but I can go in there and make cuts. So I can go into like this branch here and cut it, and then it'll split there and start growing 2 new leaves and continue on. So that's how you can get it nice and dense. And then when this fills up with some leaves, you can see there's a bunch of kind of bare spots. This is kind of the coldest winter dormancy that I'll get out of it. But in the spring and the summer, it'll have a lot more leaves. But the leaves kind of come, and then they start dropping off, and new ones are coming out kind of consistently. Sometimes you can find some frost cutlery knives from the early 80s and 90s. Yeah, an older frost cutlery. I have a couple of the newer frost cutleries, and they're not that good. That's kind of one of those ones where one of those I have has that edge that I was talking about, where when you open it up and you kind of rub right there, it's sharp, and you can just tell that there wasn't any attention. Like they took a chunk of metal and pop stamped that thing out, barely knocked the burr off the edge, and then stuck it together and are selling it. You know, of course I probably want them, Ken. I mean, you know, right? I love weird crap, so it's certainly a thing. But I'm also been getting into the case knives. I got another one that was kind of had a sale. It was about 20 bucks under what the retail price would be. The medium Stockman. Let's get me out of here. So this is my case medium Stockman, Case of USA. It says on that little badge right there. Got the blue cob jig bone with a little bit of white, and then that fade from light blue to dark blue. The other one that they had in stock was like dark. It was like this color dark all the way across. There was no fade at all. So I kind of opted to go for this one. I thought it had a little bit more character to it. What's going on? Echo, Elvis. Are you into multi-tools? A little bit, Vern. I have a few, not so much. I kind of am more independent tools. Like I'll have my knife in one pocket. I'll have a pry bar in another pocket. I'll have my pen in another pocket. Or flashlights. I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing. Normal daily carry is usually a couple of knives and my pry bar and my pen. I do have this little...
Knives Are Life became a member. Knives Are Life celebrates 3 months of membership. Yo yo KDK.
There was probably an echo. Thank you, Knives Are Life. Yo yo KDK. 3-month member. Much appreciated, bud. So yeah, I got this little kit. I kind of was tearing it apart, pulling some stuff out of it. But like the little mini flashlight, sometimes this one's really nice because it's small. And at this size, you just put it in your pocket. And you don't even know it's there. I mean, it's right in front of you. You come underneath it and just grab it like that. And that's all she wrote. But a little mini flashlight like this, super bright, small, good to have on you. So depending on where I'm at, what I'm doing, I don't always carry my little mini flashlight. I don't really carry too many, like I said, multi-tools as much. I do have one of these at home, which is great. It's got that nice, real easy adjust. Not often that I need this, so I don't really carry this around with me. But the Knipex, it's a nice, this was on sale when I picked it up. These are nice pliers. They work really well. They're always on the table here. They don't ever really go, I mean, maybe depending, I might put it in a kit when I go somewhere. But more often than not, that's just an at-home use. Little magic for you, Sterling. Ken, you're right. Now that you think about it, it's a pawn shop. Pawn shops aren't going to be buying an $8 Smith & Wesson knife, I suppose. I'm interested now, Ken. Now I'm interested even more. Didn't even think about it that way, but yeah, that makes sense. So the medium Stockman, someone said that there was a Stockman that had this size, the same size handle as the Muskrat. So like a large Stockman. That's kind of more of the size I would probably like. This one's a little smaller. I mean, I have the small Stockman. So you can see the size difference in that. This one's from the 90s. Still looks mint, if I can get it in focus. Of course not. I noticed subtle differences. Notice the sheep's foot on this one's kind of a straight sheep's foot. And on the new one, it's kind of got a little wider tip. I like that. Feels nice. These are cool little knives though. Justin's been getting into them more as well. Carry which one in the pry bar and see which one I use first. What's up, Lanyard Man? The dentist added a new tooth for Yako today. Congratulations on your new baby. Take care of it. I have 3 cavities I need to take care of and a couple holes. So I'll be working on that. One of them is a fresh hole. They're not as bad though when they're in the back. So I feel a little fortunate, but I understand I've got work I got to do as well. Medium Stockman though. Who's got a Stockman? Which size do you have? Do you have one of the bigger ones? Because the way the Muskrat fits in my hand, now that is a full reach. The old Muskrat, I mean, why wouldn't you want one that has 2 identical blades? Kung Fatty's been getting into them more too. It's the thing. I like knives, and so it doesn't matter what If you are a knife, if you look like this, I'm interested. If you look like this, or this, or this, you know. Gonna be sending this one back really soon. Mikey Trails has been patient with me, holding on to these, playing with them for a little while here. They are great though. Similar to the tri-blade buck that Ken got. I was looking at some of the bucks as well. Case and buck together. Who was I talking to that asked me about these and then asked me if I liked oh God, half stops. So this is the Case Peanut. Case Peanut has a half stop. I prefer the half stop. I like that a lot. The fact that you go like that, boom, boom. Something is just nice about it. There's nothing wrong with the full pull, you know, and you just bring it in, bring it out. But there's a satisfying something to a half stop. You get it there and you go to close it and it just catches there, boom, boom. It gets me in the feels. Here's my Rosecraft Stinking Creek sow belly, but wow, just when you get the stronger one too, boom, just that solid half stop. That's what I'd prefer. I'd slip joints. I think they all should have a half stop, just like that. East meets West. Almost done making a monster truck, Hank, for Lanyard Man. That sounds cool. Lanyard Man got the Griffin, by the way. Excellent. I had that Griffin for a good month or more. And then I forgot that I had it. I half boxed it up and had it kind of ready. And then I was cleaning stuff out and I put stuff on a thing and put that tray in the second bedroom, my spare bedroom, basically. And forgot that I still had it. And then Lanyard Man's like, oh yeah, what's up with the Griffin? I'm like, oh dude, where is that? And then I went digging around like, oh, I do have it. And I'm like, I gotta send that to you. That Griffin was really cool though. Lanyard Man prefers the full pull. Everybody's got their preference, you know. Some like it hot. Some like it hot. Some like it cold. I like it just right. This porridge is too hot. Now this. Don't even need to talk. Yeah. So cool. But I really am digging the micarta version of the Apta. Doesn't quite have the same click. It's still there. Not quite as snappy. But the micarta feels really good. And that blade shape right there is bee's knees all day. Have I handled any of the Finch knives? They're pricey, but I have one and love it. I was looking at those, Kathleen, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on one yet. One of the Finches that I liked then was not in stock anymore, and I was like, if I'm going to get this, I don't want to settle for the version that I don't want. Rename that Pop and Pull. Ken says he's got 7 blades to feature in the future videos, ranging from 2 inches to 3 feet. Wait, 3 more feet, we can fit it in the fridge. Are you still eating that sub? Yes. Yes, I am. I have always loved Finch, but I don't own one yet. Some speak to me, some don't. I hear you on that, Sterling. There was a few that I was like, but there was a couple that you're like, you're like, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Sounds like I left my blinker on. Tick, 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 right? That's so cool. It's just cool. All right. Still pretty happy with this. Haven't carried it too much because I carry something different every day. But my arcade is definitely breaking in. The 1929 model, and it's the great looking, the locking mech is different but great. I think the 1929 was one of the ones I was looking at. That sounds like the one I like. Still catch that on my hand a little bit once in a while. I don't know. I mean, I like the way this looks. I may do some of the mods to it. I like that backspacer, the full piece backspacer. There is also a tritium insert that you put in the lanyard hole, and then it fills that in, and then it leaves it with that glow tritium. Sterling, you love the shape of the 1929 or this? Or was it the Wharncliffe version? This is more like a pry bar tip. It's not sharp. You can see the thickness on it there, but that's definitely, you could get that in and pry something. Not that you pry. Not that you pry. I also have a third one. I've got the copper. I've got the brass. I've got the micarta Wharncliffe. These are the Rough Rider Apta VG10 on the blade steel. Obviously, copper, brass, micarta. Super fun stuff. I got the copper one and was just like smitten with it. And boom, here we are. Now I have all three. This is definitely a carry. Feel good in the pockets. The micarta. I love micarta. It's probably my favorite. If I only could have one material, it's just a little bit. Otherwise, it would be frag titanium. Specifically. But something about micarta's feel in the hand, it's just great. It just feels so good. So that one is in the collection. That one's a keeper. The other two, I'm doing the shipwreck to it, and I'm going to use it as a shipwreck experiment where I'm going to do both of them at the same time in the same large container. So they'll both have similar chemical environments. And then we'll see, and we can compare and contrast what pops more on copper or brass, color variations. So I'm going to try to do them similar in applications and set up in that container so that we get similar results, yet they should be different because we'll notice the differences from the material. This one doesn't click quite as loud as this one. For some reason, that copper just resonates. They're all badass. I got the spade blade on the jigged copper frame covers. Nice. What's up, Ground Fog? How are you tonight? Slip joints are a pain in the butt to put back together unless there is a truck. Wait. Unless there's a truck in missing? Say the what? Come say that again? Yeah, I guess I've never taken one apart or put it back together. It does have the screw in the front and the back. So obviously I don't have to worry about pins, because if it was something like this, then I'm not taking this apart, That is not a thing I'll be doing. But something like this where I could unscrew it. Oh, unless there's a trick you're missing. Yakov, so have you taken one apart like this where you're not using pins, where it's all screws? because I haven't even attempted it. I'm not even sure what tricks would or not be. Laid off Pete, what is up? Pete, were you the one who mentioned something about slip joints? No, that wasn't you. Was it? I don't remember. Oh, it was that one exactly. So you... Oh, okay. So you swapped the spade blade on with the copper. Okay. So you got it to work, but it was a pain in the butt, is basically what I'm thinking. You have to tension the back spring a lot to squeeze it back together. Okay. So you got to push that spring, get it in there. Yeah, laid off Pete. I was talking earlier. Someone had asked me a question what I preferred as far as slip joints with a full pull or a half stop on it. I thought about doing that swap, Yako, but I think ultimately I like this. I'm gonna carry this as is. This is great. It's just excellent. The weight and the size, and then I'm gonna just do customs. Just do the old shipwreck customs to that one. And then I'll have a pain in the ass putting two of them back together, apparently. Sounds fun. Unless someone comes up with whatever the trick is. Maybe there's a trick. Yako says he wished there was a trick. I got the Vero from Lanyard Man, this clip. You guys see the video on that? Look at how slim thin that is. So compared, ultimately, yeah, the Alti clip is quite a bit cheaper, and it is a little bit more solid because it pinches in and grabs really hard. What's the truck, people? Oh, what's the trick? What is the truck, people? It's going to be the running joke. The running joke. We're looking for the truck. The truck that helps us do the task. So definitely a different style, but if you're looking for something a little different, you have an Alti clip. The Alti clip, actually, when I had this other one on here, I couldn't put the Alti clip on this spot here. It sat too close to the blade where it gets thicker on this part of the sheath. And so when it was sitting there, it was like up like this, and it was at a weird angle because it was getting cocked off from the edge of that. And then where the screw holes were, the lowest you could really make it was like a little bit higher than where this Vero is. It's like about there. And so now you're pushing up, and you had to basically push your thumb into the end of this, which is what I'm doing on this Vero. See, I'm pushing right there. But the nice thing is on the Vero is it's just this flat angled spot. It's like really nice and pleasant for pushing the thumb out, versus this one, it's like you're kind of pushing into an edge in a crease and kind of awkward. And it just didn't fit on that side correctly, so I ended up putting it on this side, and I didn't like the fact that the clip was on that side. I like it better on this side. So reality is that Vero clip works great on this Kubi Quaken. I have a hedgehog that has a really hard pull. Is there any way to make a lighter pull? Kathleen, don't you also have one of these? The Zambezi? Someone was talking about spraying some oil or something in there and letting it sit. But yeah, because this thing here is like dangerous. It's like dangerous. Bending my thumbnail back. Damn. Now I gotta shave off the edge of my thumbnail there. Bent it back in the... This thing is so cool. I love the shape and the design of this. Fits up in there real nice. The Zambezi. But it's just scary. Look at this. That is a finger cutter in half. And you can't even pinch squeeze. It's like you want to pinch squeeze it open, but you're going to slip and push against that blade. And I can't do it. It's just scary. Kathleen sold the Zambezi, couldn't open it and close it. That's exactly the fact, is like barely open and close this. It's scary to do it. But it feels so great. Your ulti-clip rusted, you were let down. Good to know. How did you... Was it exposed a lot? Did you carry it a lot? Did you get it wet? Did it get beat up, scratched up? My, this one, the, sow belly? Is that what I call it? No, the other one. I call the other one the sow belly. This is the sway back. This is the sow belly. This one has a hard pull on it too. But it's manageable. If I can get in there, boom, boom, it's not so scary on that second pop. And so I don't mind this. I actually really enjoy the way this one feels. And because it's stiff, I can push with my thumb and barely get it to drop so it feels like it's locked back. But this one's nice. And then the Clinch River sway back, I can do a pinch open with it. And it's still stiff. It's still solid, but I can get in there and just pinch grab it and do it, which I prefer that. For sure. Yeah, if you take it apart and ground the back spring to be less deep, that sounds... I wonder though if it's like, if mine is, Kathleen's was, if it's the part of the design of that one, you would think, what are the coincidences of us both getting one that's super sharp, or super stiff pull. This is nice though, but we can check this out. All right. They're going to be different knives, so that makes it a little different. It makes it a little bit different there. Alright, so would I slide it all the way this direction or that direction? Are we out of focus? We are out of focus. Focused. Alright. I'm going to have to just do one of these. Boom. So if I slide it all the way up to the front part here, it does have a little bit of play. But see this? I can pull. Look at that. I'm lifting up my pants. And it's not breaking free, and the blade isn't coming out. If I yank hard, the blade will pop out. But look, the clip is still in exactly the same place. And I can drop it right back in there, click it in, good to go. It does have a little bit more play, see, because right at this top, there's no pinch. And so it does kind of have the ability to kind of shift back and forth. If I send it all the way to the back part of the pocket, a little bit more solid. Pops out easy though. Drops back in. Right? But look at that. It's not going anywhere. You can take it out and you know that that clip is basically going to hold in your pocket good. I think it works great for this thinner knife. Pretty happy with it. Here's the ulti clip on obviously a larger knife. But it's got this really tight spring and that little clip right there. So that clip is up at that top section, right? And so you get it in the pocket where you want it, and then you lock it down, Now, I can go back and forth like this, but notice it's not moving. It's moving my pocket with it. It's pulling my entire pocket with it. So it is solid in there. It's not moving back and forth in my pocket. I can yank on it all I want, and it's not going anywhere.
The Night's Edge became a member. The Night's Edge celebrates 8 months of membership. Well, 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 if it isn't the Garage Dodger.
Well, 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 TKE shows himself. If it isn't the Garage Dodger. I've been a busy boy. Go check out the Night's Edge, like, subscribe, watch his stuff, or, watch his stuff first. Make your own decision, but you'll probably I could imagine you'd probably have a good time. Full Throttle Love fixed blades. I trying to carry them more. That's why I'm kind of getting into some of these clips, checking them out. As far as the Milita, though, the full-size Milita, that's no doubt. I mean, look at that. That does not take up space. Look at how slim that is right there. It's not sticking out. It's not obtrusive or I'm out of focus again, of course. Come on. Focus. It just doesn't want to be in the correct focus on anything right now. I'll focus on my knuckle if I go like that. There we go. But it fits great. Boom. Out. Do some work. Extra jimps. Kenman style. And it just drops right back in there. Clicks in. That is not coming out of my pocket at all. And it's still in the same spot. That's what the nice thing with that Ulti clip. Although I'd be interested in his rusted out. I haven't really carried mine very much. Laid Off Pete likes a small the back carry, like the horizontal carry. So you got it set up like that, right on the belt. When you sit down though, do you have to remove that? Or can you, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. Get over it. That clip is a solid piece of work right there, though, I tell you. What? What's been up with TKE? I haven't been on his live. I haven't been on anyone's lives lately. I have been behind, haven't been able to watch some content. My man Fook Doozle in the house. Robo Steve. Paul Mills. Now we're starting to pop in here. If someone's tries to attack me, I won't be able to get it out of my pocket to stab them. Well, no, if you full pull out, it comes out. I'm just kind of, just jerking it around a bit. What's going on, Johnson boy? Officer? Yeah, what's going on, Fook, too? Fook's in the house. My man, Fook, Robo, Steve, and Paul all showing up right on time. 7:15. Nice little chill. No! Why does my TV do this? I hate you in the face. It thinks my TV is no longer connected to the computer, so it disconnects or it times it out. And now I can't see the chat up in there anymore. I can see it over here. I can see it down here. I can see it over there. But I want to see it right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to fix it. Here, take a look. This is what I was doing. What did I have over here? It was just these. My two clip variants. Sometimes it works first try. 90% of the time, 60% of the time, Bump, bump, bump. That's the sound you want to hear. Bump, bump, dump. 60% of the time it works every time. Except for it didn't work. So now it's unplugged. We're going to wait a few seconds and then try to plug it back in. Will it work? Will it not work? The world may never know. Anybody on the Facebook Kaiser page? I don't get on Facebook all that much, but I get on there once in a while, and mostly it's for disc golf and knives. How many screens do I need to look at myself? Well, it's more of these screens all have whatever the feed is showing, and then my chat, and so I can read the chat. And so if I've got it the way it is now, why can't, there's me. The way I've got it set up now is if I look at this one over here, it's on delay, so I can't even see when I brought myself in. I just now picked up the hawk. So that's probably where you guys are right now, and this is in the future you. So when I look there, I can see that, but I'm also looking this way. When I look over here, I can see that it's live, but it's also now I'm looking this way, and I look down there and I can look at what we're looking up. But if I'm this way, I can look just over the camera right at it, and I can read chat right like this. Well, I'm basically, it's like almost like I'm looking at you while I'm reading that chat. Okay, here we go. Says laid off Pete. Hello, Tim Johnson, Titanium, Justin Fuke, Doozle, Marco, Mall, Paul Mills, Mad Yako, Leafy Wiggy, Brown Sugar 69, Full Throttle, Kathleen Smith, Leonard Man. I didn't see Leafy Wiggy. What's up, Leafy? What is up? And really, ultimately, these are secondary screens so that I can check stuff out. This is what I can look at so I can see what the actual live is currently putting out, and I can go like this and I can hear like, okay, it sounds like the actual live feed is happening. This screen is for looking stuff up, but then I can mirror it when I do one of these, right? That one over there and this one up here are basically the same, and that's my studio. And so the reason I usually don't use that TV. This TV is when people come over and we're playing games or hanging out. So it's kind of like the bar. So if you put a movie or something on the background, the people that are sitting over there can look at that TV, and the people that are sitting over here look at that TV, and it's mirrored so they can see the same thing. So if we're watching a movie or whatever, you can make a reference and everybody can kind of see without having to turn around. So these two are mirrored. That one's perfect because now I'm set up like this, and I'm here, and I'm squared, and I'm that. But that's the one that keeps timing out on me. Once I get my new computer, that probably won't be an issue anymore because I haven't been able to figure out why it's thinking, it's been long enough now, why it's thinking that it needs to time this monitor out. Because it's definitely on. Bump, bump, dum. You stupid. And it just doesn't make sense. I'm basically unplugging it and plugging it back in. And eventually when you plug it back in, it'll be like, oh, hey. Thanks. I'm there. What is up with that super wide blade? The only reason I got it is because 90% of the blade doesn't actually fit in the handle. I mean, if you look at right where my hand is right here, and then we open it, basically that's the only amount of the blade that actually goes into the handle. Less than 1 finger length, and I've got a solid 2 that cover up the remainder. I mean, okay, why would you not? Unfortunately, I didn't realize it was a knockoff. Why do you have a wooden guppy fish behind you? Were you not here last week, Robo? So this is a knockoff of a I can't remember, Paul. I said it before. No one really went and looked, but I posted the video on it a couple of days ago, and this is a Amazon find. You know, it was just called the Buckshot Knives Cleaver Beast of a whatever. Someone commented on the video for it that they were like, I think that's a knockoff of this. And if you actually go look up what they said, it is. So there is a more top of the line company that at one time made this exact thing. Robo's been gone for the last month, basically. It's okay. It's okay, bud. I hope everything's going well. How are you feeling? Is everything good? This is out of focus. Is a Northern Pike cribbage board. But, I mean, it's also, you could hang it up on the wall. But it was made by this company right here. D&D Custom Laser Designs, Randall, Minnesota. I am not sponsored. I do not know these people. But Dave, so inside there is the, you take that little cap off, and that is the pegs for when you play cribbage. So that's just a little holder for putting the pegs when you're not playing. But it also has the thing for hanging it up on the wall, because it's just kind of a cool little piece. If you like fish, it's a pike, and you could play cribbage on it. Well, it was a prize. Pretty sure that's a guppy. All right, we'll call it a guppy. That is official Robo Guppy. But we, from my fishing trip, we had some prizes for some giveaways. So we had a few things for like best fish of the trip, which was that prize right there. I got the trophy for that one. And then we had, this one in particular was biggest fish of that day, and it was a crappie. It's like a 12-inch crappie. So I won that one. And the first day I won for most species caught in a day. And everyone on the trip agreed that this was the top prize. But wait, there's more. Oh yeah, snug is a bug in a rug, man. We are live. If you don't know, safety orange is the way to go. But I got this for most species in a day. I caught a rock bass, a pike, a perch. No, I didn't catch a pike that day. It was the perch, the rock bass, the bluegill, and the crappie. So I won that one for most species that day. This one was for biggest fish that day. And then I got the trophy. This is going to be a yearly traveling trophy for basically best fish. And the best fish was that 12-inch crappie that I caught. And so I'm going to end up writing on here 2025, me, crappie, whatever. And then next year I'll bring it back, and then someone else will win, and then they get to take it home for a year and enjoy it, display it in all its glory with that ugly fish on top. Dan, do you wear a size large shirt? It depends, Yako. Sometimes I do, sometimes it's extra large. This one is a large, and if you look at it, it's fairly kind of fit to the body. There's not a whole lot of gappage. if I had a girlfriend at the time, she would probably say that is the size you should be wearing. But I also wear extra large. Sometimes this is a little small. The sleeves kind of, you know, I don't usually wear the shirts that are like all like the muscle shirts where they're really more tight. So it could be large, it could be extra large. More often than not, it might be extra large. You got some good shirts? I'd buy a Mad Yako shirt. Paul says he saw his Mad Yako Hank on Instagram. Excited to get it. Is that the one? Or wait, which one are you getting? Who's the one getting the one with the truck on it? Vander Mullen? Is that the name of the knockoff? Lake Erie shirt, breathable, never wore. Yeah, Yako, that sounds fun. I'd be into that. Only a large or XL. Just a little fella. I'm just a little fella. Vandermeulen. Wow, that thing's rad. The double homicide. This guy makes some beasts. Anybody got anything from here? I don't see the one I'm looking for. Been working with some Kydex, says Robo. Do I have any karambits? Vern, I do have a few karambits. Where are they? I'm gonna try to plug my TV in again here. Bum bum bum. Why? I mean, it makes no sense. I just plugged you in like that's your, God. It's like, it's a monitor. There's a port. I stuck it in that port. Turn the hell back on. Sorry. I don't know why. She swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. Alright, Vern Posey's asking for karambits. I have a couple. Here they are. Here's one. Boom. Little fixed blade karambit. Smaller one. Only sharp on the one side. Got a nice wrap to it. We've got this one. This one is gnarly as all get out. This is definitely sharp on both sides. You've got the serrated edge on that top cut. Just gnarly. Missed out on some epic flatulence. My wife thinks you farted into the mic. I would own up to that. Unfortunately, I did not. I would own up to that though. If I could muster one up. Nope, I got nothing right now. Apologize. I missed the Phantom Fart tune. Fart tune? We'll have to make a timestamp and go back and try to watch it. What do we got? 7:30. Timestamp 7:30. Listen for a fart. Maybe go back 7:28. Yeah, technical issues. Yay! Like the good old days, right, Fook? Using a bandsaw or jigsaw to cut the kydex. Robo asks Mad Yako. Robo, it's going good. I made one sheath so far, haven't drilled it yet. I'd be interested to see more. Fart Wars, the Phantom Anus. Fartoon? Sounds like a good movie. Okay. Couple fixed blade karambits right there. This is the karambit rabbit. This is actually kind of a fun knife, the Rabbit. It's kind of an interesting company. I don't know too much about them, but I've seen they do make a few interesting knives. But this one here is assisted. And it doesn't have a ring, but it's still basically considered a karambit. I have taken this one mushroom hunting with me. I go morel hunting every year. It's kind of a nice cutter. It's big. It's a beast. Just kind of an interesting one for the collection. This one I also used to take out morel hunting. This is a Tucson. Kind of a fun little guy. They don't get much pocket time though anymore. They're kind of bulky and big. This one has definitely gotten some use. You can see that blade. Has definitely cut dozens and dozens of mushrooms from the stump. It's right from the stump. Fart Wars, a new poop. Fart Wars, flatulence strikes back. It would have ended up amplifying the sound. Like if I did it right into a microphone. Like, isn't there a short of a guy at Walmart or something like that? When he goes through the thing, it's like, and it just echoes. The fart echo. Alright, I'm getting this TV to god dang work, you son of a... What? Oh. Yeah! We've done it! We're back. I am looking this way. I'm looking at the chat. The chat right there. There it is. Oh, it's... Is that buckshot? A deep carry clip? Wait, what? Which one? Which one are you asking about the deep carry clip, Justin? Definitely not. I don't know which one Justin's asking about, but the clip on this one here is about as anti-deep as possible. Look at that. Talking a third of the ring sits out of the pocket. That's the last time I... The big ass knife. No. Should we see if it even fits pocket-wise? Let's go. Let's go. All right, me. I don't think these are going to fit in my secondary pocket. Almost for sure. Oh boy. Hello. We're going crotch. All right. Does it? It does. Dude, I could still go into this pocket. Dun dun dun. So if you didn't have that secondary, we'll just go in the main here. Can I get it over both? Oosh. Oh, damn. That thing is a frickin' pig. Right? I need some Jinko jeans for this one. It's all in the pelvis. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's so dumb that I immediately had to buy it. Somewhere around there. It's a story maker. You know me. If I find something like that that is a story within itself, I mean, who wouldn't buy a blade that 60% of the blade doesn't fit in the handle? That's ridiculous, and it's so dumb we love it. $20 on Amazon. Get to the chopper. Yeah, Fook, you can actually, if we'd look it up, I could try. Maybe my stuff won't totally crash on us here. Let's give it a shot. Why not? 100% CPU. Let me know if we fry. Look at how long it's taking. Look at how long it's taking. Come on. It's actually going all right. For some reason, my CPU is going down as we're doing this. How is that even happening? What the? Good sir, I believe you're missing part of your sword. Ha! Phil Harvey Peacemaker. Holy Nikes. The Phil Harvey Peacemaker's $2,295. Sweet Sassy Molassy. This one looks a little different. Looks a little different. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Close. Very close. The last picture I saw, though, looked a little bit more dead on. Looks like something you can't really buy, and so if you can't buy it, then I feel a little bit better about buying a knockoff. And then if it's going to be $2,000, a $20 knockoff, it's not really competing. I'm generally against knockoffs, and if you're copying something, I'm not really interested in that. But if it's something that you can't even really get, I don't feel as bad about it. Does that make sense? It's almost the same. I mean, that handle is different. Looks like he makes some weird ones though too. I mean, look at that. That is choice. I mean, tell me that's not about as cool as cool. Watermelon slicer. No more off-brands for Fook. If I had $2,295, I could finally go grocery shopping. Is that a freaking button lock on the blade? No way. It is. This one's a button lock. It's got to be. Look, there's no... Right? Wow. What is going on? Dude. This thing, though, is stupid. That doesn't need to be there. Look at how sharp this part looks, too. That finger... Look at how thick the blade is. How thick is this blade? We can't even look anything up. I mean, for Christ's sake. Lead times are currently very long. Ha! Nothing for sale. Here's a gallery. Oh my God. Look at... Wow, look at his dirty fingers. Look at this, dude. It is as thick as the tree. Of course it wouldn't stick in the tree. The tree would stick in it. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. This guy's stuff is actually very, very cool. I love it. I mean, what are you doing, bro? Obviously, these are all gonna be expensive. Especially if his, like, my lead times are very slow. Like, that means, dude, there's more desire than he has the ability to make. The craftsmanship looks great. I mean, I haven't held one, so I can't really attest to it. But, ka-chonk, bro. Yep, I can see the inspiration. Yeah, exactly, Fook. You throw trees at this, it will break the tree. No doubt. Wow. That is something. Look at how thick that is, dude. What? Look at the pocket clip. Look at the thickness of the pocket clip. That's... Dude, the blade is as thick as his thumb. Why do I want it so bad? I need to have stuff like this in my life. It's like Midgard's. Dude, I mean, how big is these screws that are going in the side that, oh God. The joy. Oh boy. I mean, what are we missing on here now? Are we missing anything? Whose video is this? Jim Skelton? Yeah, don't bring one to this guy's knife fight. This guy's knife fight will win. Bro. My patience for this video right now is minimal. Dude, you are... What are we doing here? What are we doing? He's like, I'm carefully opening my $2,200 knife, Kenman. Dude! Why? Why? Why not? Why not? Bro, I don't even know. I can't even think right. This is just... I think I'd be strong enough to walk more than 20 feet with it in my pocket before I got scoliosis. It carries your belt, bro. These are out of control. Yeah, I mean, bullets got nothing on that. That's just dumb. It's so great. It's so great. I mean, what's going on? I don't want to subscribe. I just want to go to your channel. Who are you? 82,000 subscribers. Anyone subscribe to Jim Skelton? An in-depth look into my knife collection as it grows. Colorful commentary, honest opinion, and my attempt to share in the fun of knife collecting. Look for me on Instagram. I will. So he probably buys crazy stuff. Hoghouse, Jack Wolf, Devo. He's got good taste and money. Or they, some of these companies, I'm sure, chances are send him stuff. He's got 80,000 subscribers. Good for you. Good for you. It's always interesting though when I kind of do some research. I kind of try to see what's out there, watch some vids. I haven't been able to much lately, but then when you see someone big like this I'd never heard of. Anyone else hear of this guy? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Looks like he posts like a video every week or two. So not a ton. Definitely all high quality. He's not looking at budget knives. Or maybe every once in a while, but... Huh. Let's check out his Instagram. Likes the pews. Huh. Tony Todd. Rest in peace. Yeah, okay. How about that? Yeah, what did it say he's from, or who, Jim? Is Jim foreign? Doesn't really say where Jim is from, but Phil, where did it say? He's a European cat. Cornwall, England is where Harvey Blades, Philip Harvey, is out of England making his crazy stuff. Making his seriously crazy stuff. Laid off Pete, never heard of him. Yeah, you thought you were everywhere. Just when you thought you were everywhere. Everywhere you go, there you are. Okay. I do need to make a new intro. I've been meaning to make a new intro for a while. Haven't had a chance to get around to it. If anybody has any insight, ideas, thoughts on a new intro, if I should just get another video like I had before, just something to watch. At first I was just gonna just do the setup intro where it's just like one of those screensaver intros. It just loops where it's a car or a thing or whatever, and it's just a background for a little bit with some music before it starts. But I prefer kind of doing the ones where I make them myself, or it's one of my videos or something. But a crunched up butterscotch. Would you guys like a Werther's original? I have some in my purse. Just bring me my purse. I saw a video of a guy did freeze dried a bunch of foods, and one of the foods that he freeze dried was like a butterscotch candy, and it blew up. It was like this big around, so it like takes all the everything out of it, but it puffs it up too. So it was like puffy, and he's like, and it kind of chewed it up almost like a rice cake or something. I could go for a Werther's original. Mallory stopping in to say hi and stop by and say hi. What's up, Dylan? How's it going, bud? Go buy a Dylan Mallory design if you don't have one yet. A lot of artisan cutlery stuff, really cool designs from that Dylan guy. What's up, D Metal? How are you doing? You're flicking a knife in a loop? Ooh. Just do a loop. Just a constant loop. Open, close, open, close. Oops. No loop. It wasn't a loop. It was a failed loop. Something like that. I could just take that clip from this live and just loop that 8-second. See, the thing is I don't like the loops. Watching TKE, Night's Edge, when he does his lives, he'll play music in the background, and the music is fine. It's actually one of the ones that he has. It's a good little mix, but it's literally only I don't know, maybe 2 minutes long or whatever it is. And so my brain, it's like that first couple times through the loop, it doesn't bother me at all. It's pleasant. But then after it resets to the beginning again, the fourth or fifth time, I just don't want to hear it at all. And you're kind of stuck. And I'm not trying to talk bad on TKE or anything like that. Like I said, he actually picked something that sounds pretty good. And if you're sitting there engaged in the conversation and stuff, it kind of, you don't really think about the background noise. But something about it, it's just, if that loop was longer, like if it went 6-7 minutes or something like that. But it's tough to find music, normal music, but with a video loop. But then you're seeing the same thing over and over. I don't know. I could just go ahead and make another drone. Well, that was the thing I noticed. When I get my new computer, that'll probably help. But I have a bunch of drone videos. But when I tried to... I wonder what happens if I try to play one. Let's find out. When I took the video and then I took the file and I added to this, like my intro, it would just crash out. My computer couldn't handle it and it kept glitching because I had a different drone video the first couple lives and it would not work. A sped up version of me working on knives, anodizing with music in the background or something, that could be cool, laid off Pete. I don't like music or the soundboard stuff. I have my own music playing and the soundboards are just obnoxious. Well, I don't really do that, Robo. Just like when you hit your whatever, you hear the owl or hear the toilet flush or something, but it doesn't happen very much on mine, so it doesn't really get too obnoxious. Tape a knife to a drone and fly it around. Flying knife cam. See, now we're getting somewhere. I actually don't think I ever posted that, but you gave me an idea. This is something I did once upon a time, right? So this is an actual speeder bike from the 80s, right? And so what I did is, if you look at this, a little dusty. I hand painted this. So if you look, I filled it in, I added some streaks and some dirt and some grime to the buttons and the edges and the front and tried to make it look like it was a little bit of weathered, You know, maybe a little rust spot right there. Couple little flashes of stuff, made it kind of look more realistic, right? And then I remove the back, right? And you're like, well, what is this? I don't understand. Well, then what it was is when I put it on, when I mounted it on the front of my drone, I mounted it like that. So basically, it looks like you are in the cockpit of the speeder bike. And then when I fly the drone around, it basically looks like you're riding shotgun or riding on a speeder bike instead of the drone. Does that make sense? So I could do that with the same connection type of a thing and actually connect a knife out the front like that. And so then that you would fly around like that. And then we could do something like tie some helium balloons to some strings that are up in the air, and I could fly the knife into... You can see it. You can see it. Laid off Pete, good ideas. Good ideas. I'm very, very excited about some of this. What's up, Eagle Scout? Eagle Scout's got a channel. He's been doing some good stuff, lives once in a while. Go check him out. Give him a follow if you're interested. I'm not saying you. I never hear you punch on a soundboard. Thanks. There's no way I could fly a drone with that on it and not do the sound effects. Yeah, I thought about doing it with like the, I have a couple of the pod racers too. Now this is pod racing. Now can you not hold one and you go, you know? If you cut some balloons, then you have to put the front of Michael Keaton's Batwing on the drone. Or we could put a Michael Myers mask on it and it looks like it's Michael Myers with the knife. Put a kitchen knife on there. Put my real big Kaiser kitchen knife on there, like the 12-inch blade, go flying around and cutting that into some stuff. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's test the capabilities of my CPU. So I'm going to put this in right now. Oops. Bing. Okay, so if we go to videos, and then we go to oldest, and we get rid of me. Hear the bird? Oh, did I turn off? Look at the clouds. Look at those clouds. What a day. I didn't think I cut the sound off of this one, but I guess I did. So this is actually my neighborhood. This is just down the street. I haven't flown at this park in a while. Yeah, laid off Pete. It's a GoPro. So we are getting some lag, but not that bad. Stop, I'm afraid of heights. Just got your package from Jimmy for your 200 sub giveaway. Awesome, Eagle Scout. Well, Eagle Scout, I'll be done in an hour. You can jump on right at 9. I can send everybody over to you when we're done. Not that there's a lot of people here, but I can send everyone over. Flight of the Navigator style. I love flying though. Super fun. There's me sitting over in that by that tree. But the clouds this day, those clouds is some serious popcorn. Free fall. So my CPU is maxed out at 100. Why won't it? Oh, okay. See, so that's so weird, because if I make this video for an intro, it will lag like crazy. It was crazy. This one here. This is my first tower dive. Imagine any of these that have a knife on the end of it. Eagle Scout's going to do a giveaway on Saturday at 4 p.m. That dumb dog will never learn to catch a frisbee. I got one close dive, but this tower is almost, it's like 270 feet high. I think this is it right here. Hold on. Here we go. All the way up. Is there one more? No, there is one more. Here we go. Get up real close. Tell me that's not fun. My battery was almost dead too on my goggles. It was flashing in my goggles. So I'm wearing goggles. I'm sitting on the floor the ground right there. And so you're looking through the goggles to see the video image. Wow. Come on. Anyway, all right. Google search Evil Dead 2 Chasing Ash. Oh. Yeah. I totally know what you're talking about. So in Evil Dead, they basically had the camera down on a dolly really low, and then he's going through the woods doing that chase. Demonetized. It was only a clip. Vern just subscribed to Eagle Scout. Right on, Vern. Right on. Good ideas though. I think something like that. I gotta get the new computer. Gotta get the new computer. Although Blade Show Texas is coming. Blade Show Texas is coming. I keep asking every week, who's gonna be there? Who wants to meet up with me? I'm excited for it. If you have not been to Blade Show, you should definitely check one out when you are available to do it. There's one in Texas, there's one in Atlanta, there's one in Utah. They are all far away from me. Hotel is going to be 140 to 200 per night, 3 nights. I'm going to be driving, which is actually cheaper than flying. The tickets for flying is $500-600. Driving will cost me $250 to $300. We're going to be at $1,000 before I've purchased any knives. And that's just the reality of living further away than close. If there was a blade show in Minneapolis, I could drive 20 minutes, be there, park, pay for parking, spend all my money in the show. But forget it. Forget it. Deal is, it's worth it. It's so much fun. You get to meet people from the knife community. Everyone who's there is there because they love knives. They want to buy knives. They want to see knives. If you are there, you're not someone who doesn't really care about knives, because it's like you literally bought an entry ticket, which isn't expensive, and made yourself, you arrived there with your ticket and entered the building to go look at and purchase knives. So you are in great company. Blade Show Texas is March like 7th and 8th, or 6th and 7th, or 8th and 9th. It is March. It's that first weekend in March. So it's going to be either the 7th and 8th or the 6th and 6th, 7th. It's only 2 days, right? I'll look it up right now. Friday and Saturday is March 7th and 8th. So I'm going to be coming up on Thursday, maybe leaving on Wednesday and splitting up the drive down up to 2 days. That's what I did last year. But when I drove home, I drove all the way back in 1 day, 14 hours straight. $18 on the toll road. But I'll probably go up Wednesday or Thursday for sure. Obviously, because I want to get there Thursday, get settled in the hotel so that I can get up and go when the show starts on Friday. And then Saturday, I want someone to go to Blade Show dressed up like they're going to Comic-Con. I can do that. Send me the costume. Send me the costume. I would go, but Dallas is a 6-hour drive away and it's not worth the gas money. Eagle. I got a 14-hour drive from Minnesota. It cost me almost $280 in gas last year, and my hotel was $200 a night. It was like $209 a night. I got a hotel like 3 blocks away. I'm not going to get that same hotel this next year, but the hotel with my parking fees for the days and room service, food, and like basically I had dinner at the hotel a couple of nights because their food was really good. You just kind of splurge and you get a couple of beers and a couple of really expensive meals, and your hotel ends up being $1,000. It's expensive, no doubt about it. I wish it was closer. I wish I only had a 6-hour drive, to be honest. 14 hours is a little boom. Y'all think Melissa Backwoods is into Captain Planet? Maybe. I met her last year. She's been in the live a few times. She's commented on some of my stuff. I mean, not saying I'm a big deal, but I mean, she knows who I am. Send some of those subscribers my way, right? No, she's really nice though. Very cool person. She's got a lot of knives, and yeah. More than likely we'll see her in Texas. I'm assuming she'll probably be there. She goes to all the shows. Wind. Heart. I'd do it if I had a costume. Thing is then you got the costume on. I mean, although you'd probably be a hit because you'd be one of the only people there in a crazy costume. So every single person there generally is friendly and fairly talkative, and so it's going to be like, oh, I don't know who you are, but I like your costume. I want to get a picture with you. And more than likely you would end up having Oh, your heart. She's got your heart. If it's hers to be won. You'd have a Hummer, Eagle Scout? Hotel's expensive. I'm pretty sure in the state of Texas I can't rent a room alone until I'm 21. I don't know about that. I didn't know anything about that. Renting a hotel? Or there, I noticed that if you don't mind driving a little bit, if you get a hotel 15 minutes away from the convention center, you can get one for under 100, 150 bucks. Versus right there, 2 blocks away, it's going to be a couple hundred. Yeah, that's right, Richard. She was on Naked and Afraid, and she kicked some serious ass. I actually haven't seen the season. I've seen a couple of clips. There was the thing where she killed that snake, and the dude she was with was like a huge dude, and she's way more badass than he was. Mrs. Tomb Raider? Yeah. I can see that. She does kind of have a Tomb Raider style. Right? Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm surprised this didn't crash out my CPU, though. That's interesting that managed to still be not going away. Is Titanium Justin, are you still here? I'm pretty sure I saw this one on Justin's. He had an unboxing of it, but does anyone have one of these? Boom. The best deck knives. Hell Baha'i? Hell Baha'i? Justin is still here. Justin, did I see you were the one that had this? Or no, was it Iowa? It might have been Iowa now that I think about it. Backwoods Melissa is what happens when Indiana Jones and Laura Croft procreate. A couple of beautiful people. Right? Yeah, Justin, now that I think about it, it was Iowa, wasn't it? I'm almost... It was because he does his little pocket checks or his little daily carry or whatever from his car. I'm pretty sure it was Iowa. But either way, anybody else have one of these? Little top flipper, 2.1 inch. Is that the blade? (14C28N), 2-inch blade, 5.2 inches overall, so it's a small guy. Hawkbill blade, thumb hole, G10, liner lock, right side clip only. Definitely a nice little top flipper look though. All right, boys, it's about that time. Y'all be good and always do what Robo would do. Looks like it's about to get wild if we all do what Robo would do. Why not? Go for it. So I'm thinking about picking one of these up, but I don't know. 14C's cool. Nice little top flipper, front flipper, flick out. Jimps all the way down, even though the blade is super small, but it's got the secondary little jimps on there. Got a cool shape. And notice too, each one, the white one is only this, which is the satin gray. But if you look at the color handled ones, see this one's satin and gray on the blade. And then this one is satin and stonewashed. So notice there's a contrast between here and here on the...
Daniel Arrogant subscribes to the channel.
Thank you, Daniel. That sheep scared the shit out of me. I usually have that sound down. You probably got the echo, but I turned the sound up when I played that video earlier. All of a sudden it just... God, you probably saw me jump. What do you guys think would be a good beginner fixed blade? The two I have on the table, either of them would be great. If you're looking for a smaller one, I love this one. This is the Kubi Quaken. Not too expensive, 14C28N and Ultim on this. There are some other versions of the handle though, if you're looking for something different. But it's a smaller size, manageable, feels great in the hand. Nice little sheath, right? And it doesn't take up too much size. So this is one that you could use and feel pretty good about carrying a fixed blade without taking up too much space, and it's just a solid knife. Looking for one a little bit bigger? This is the new fixed blade Milita from Kaiser. This is more of their premium version with the S35VN full tang on there. You got some jimps on the back, some jimps in there, extra set of jimps up on the blade right there. There's budget versions and premium versions. They all range between $60 and $200, but you know, if you want to save a little money, you can buy that budget version with it's either D2 or 154 CM, I think, for around $60-$70. But this is a really nice fixed blade. Definitely solid. Feels good in the hand. I would recommend it all day long. Iowa heard and he has arrived. Oh yeah, and if you want a beater, get a Mora. I've got a couple of those. But that's if you just want to get a beater knife. This Mora was like $13. Beat the crap out of this, throw it away, and you only spent $13. You got the Mora Cans Ball, which is a little bit bigger. This one's around $40. These are definitely more like worker. Like if something that you're going camping and you want to do some serious fixed blade work, probably save yourself and get yourself a couple of Moras for a good price. Beat the crap out of them and check them out. See what you think about them. If you're looking for like a daily carry, this is one that I would have in my pocket when I'm at work or whatever and I need to just cut a box or a package or some tape or something. So not really as much camping. This one you could take the Milita camping with you and know that you have a solid user knife. But it's also manageable for like a daily carry. If you wanted to just carry that thing on you, it would work. Perhaps he should get a Pyrite Light. How's it going, Iowa? Did you hear you get tingles in the back of your neck? Started talking. Did you see I was looking at this? You know how I was introduced to this knife? I saw a short of someone opening it in their car. Do you happen to know who that was, Iowa? But I'm liking it. I think it's cool. And this white one, white G10, can be dyed. White G10 is like the best. Compare that to a jade, and the dye the possibilities are way better. Here I got something for you, titanium white. I gotta be super careful closing it. I'm gonna cut myself. Got your Pyrite Light right here. My ears were ringing. Yeah. Made them ears ring. I have the Smolt hair and deckhand. Dude, that deckhand is awesome. Smolt is pretty good too. And then the muskrat. I'd really like to get a muskrat. It's a smaller one. But I would like to get it. You got a third one and you don't like them? No, I only have two. I've got the green one and the white one. The white one is the one I'm doing the custom to. I'm going to cut the tip and do a dye project on it. The green one is that first one I got because it was $27.99 or whatever. And that's the one that I cut myself on. Probably twice. Probably. Yeah, Iowa. I really like this little Best Tech. How do you say that? Hell Baha'i? Baha'i? Just finished stuffing myself with beef ribs for supper. Ribs are good. I'm a little hungry. I did not eat much. I don't know. Sometimes, you're just not hungry at lunch, and then you go and you eat, and you're just like, I wasn't really feeling it. And then I had a little snacky poo before I started my live. Tied me over, but I'm going to have to eat something big. I wish I had a steak or something big to eat right when I was done, but I'd have to go somewhere. I don't know what I make here. I really don't have many options right now. I don't even have a pizza in the freezer. I probably got mac and cheese and yeah, I don't have a whole lot. Just ate a Stromboli. What's up, Nin Jersey? Stromboli. Did you see my Case Kentucky Bluegrass Bone Peach Seed Jig Sod Buster Jr.? That's a mouthful. Case Kentucky Bluegrass Bone Peach Seed Jig Sod Bust Jr. Woo! I got a Sod Buster Jr. It ain't pert near that darn no queen little light like that. I'll tell you what. Here's my Sod Buster Jr. Yellow Delron. Gotten a little bit of use. I probably should get me a nicer Sod Buster Jr. Although I did just get this one, Justin. You saw this already, though. My medium Stockman. Yes, we've got the medium Stockman. But this one, what was it called? Blue Corn Cob Jig Bone Magic Blue. Can't remember. It said something about special blue. It's a special blue. You see my deer skull project? Thinking about doing some custom paints on some of my knives. Say the what? Custom paints. Gonna paint? Like what? And no, I did not see your deer skull project. Did you make some shorts or a video on it or what? The red and black Best Tech Good Boy calling my name. The Good Boy, wasn't that one that the very first initial release, the button lock kept breaking on it? And then was it MC broke a couple button locks on it? Isn't that one? Richard just got a Boker Plus Super Light Tonto fixed blade. Tonto fixed blade. Case turns you into a hillbilly? Yoo-hoo! I don't know. A glow-in-the-dark demon deer? Well, that sounds fun. Tell us where to see it. Probably on your channel. Go to Iowa AK's channel. And on the way, stop at Titanium Justin's channel. Yeah, with my luck, I'll get a lemon good boy. So there's just some, well, they'll replace it though, right? I think if you get one that's bad, they'll swap it. At least, maybe they should. That was like a year ago. You'd think they would have that fixed by now.
9 Inch Nails Jersey subscribed to the channel.
Thank you, Nin Jersey. Did that echo? I'm going to check and find out here. It's a short on his page. Oh, we can go watch it. Justin just did the link. My large pyrite light second lock died. Oh, large pyrite had some issue. Been waiting 3 weeks. All right, I'm looking it up. No echo. All right, cool. No echo. What did it say? 9-inch nail jersey? He said it a little different. Nin jersey. Ron of the Dobbins. What is up, Ron? Good to see ya. Not a fan of a secondary lock system. Yeah, I was interested with that, with the large pyrites and some of the knives they've got with that secondary lock on there. All right, let me get my face out of here. And we don't need to watch a chess. Maybe we want to watch... Anybody play chess? I suck at chess, but I like watching good people play chess. I don't know. Wow. Devil deer. Bum, bum, bum. That's fun. I'm on board. CJRB is getting rid of them. So they're not even going to do them anymore? Is that what you're saying? Ron says he hopes everyone in the chat is having a great night. Ron, we hope you are having a great night. I'm sure you are. Iowa's skull looks pretty cool, though. That was fun. All right, get out of this. What's going on here? Boom. I do need some suggestions, though. I need to buy some more knives. Nin Jersey loves chess, plays online. I just don't know enough. I know how the pieces move, but there's so many, all the openings and all the strategy, and then you watch, I watched, what's his name, they're talking about why he doesn't play chess much anymore. It's because he knows everything. He's beat everyone. He's done it all. And once you've learned every single possible move, counter move, strategy, it's like you know how to follow it to its conclusion. And so he just doesn't enjoy playing it as much anymore, which is crazy that someone can get to that stage. Just picked up the Vero Mini Isotope. Vero makes some cool stuff. Yeah, I've played the beginner level, and that's the thing, is it's like if I play those, they just are purposely bad. I just feel like I need to learn more, like, learn a few openings and learn more kind of strategies and stuff rather than I just blindly play. And I know the whole object and trying to freeze and lock the king in so it can't move, or but there's just so much to it. I don't have the time to spend. That glow paint would blend into jade scales really well. It would wear off or scrape off though over time. Iowa. So if you paint anything like that, the difference, like dye, it actually soaks in, so it's physically soaked into it. It doesn't scratch off per se. Versus paint on the top, you could clear coat it. Justin, have you painted anything? I know, isn't it CJRB has like a couple of the mini pyrites and stuff where they paint the blade, but it's literally paint, so it can scratch off. So you get that red blade and then you scratch it, and now you've got a red blade with a scratch. You just have to repaint it, re-clear coat it. So that's the thing. I'd be interested to see what you come up with. I've been trying to find more glow options, like a glow dye. I tried mixing some glow powder with some dye to see if I get it to infuse, but it doesn't, and they don't really make a glow dye that I've been able to find. That would be kind of cool though. Don't get to play with many integrals. Fook, do you have... Oh, Ron's looking for suggestions. a light coat with a starry kind of look. Yeah, try it. You know, if you get a cheaper blade that's not as, you know, you're not as worried about, you can do some tests with it. I'd be interested to see. I'd like to see how it goes. Spray paint the screws. Anybody know about anodizing? Acid etching screws, pivots, when you do that. I was hoping Waylon would stop in. This will be the video for tomorrow. But Waylon won the Artisan Cutlery Arroyo here. And I did a custom job to it. He said he wanted everything acid etched. And then a yellow to red fade on the handle. I haven't put the pocket clip on because I didn't know what if Waylon was left or right-handed, so I don't know which side he wants the clip on. But I did acid etch the liners, the blade, and the clip. But I wasn't sure if you can acid etch the screws and the pivot without having to like coat where the threads are or not. Not to self-promote, but I have an integral model. Mallory's got an integral model. Dylan, what's the name of it? You could just coat the threads in nail polish and etch. Well, see, that's what I thought too, but I just didn't want to spend the time if I didn't need to. Because I did coat the nail polish around the blade and then around the pivot area of the liners where the pivot is. So I did that. I could easily do that with those smaller pieces as well. The Beyond EDC Ray. Here we go. This is a Dylan Mallory design. Dylan is in the chat under Mallory with the cool logo. Beyond EDC Ray, integral frame lock titanium, carbon fiber. So it's all titanium with the carbon fiber insert. Oh, my TV just went out again. There's the angle that you want to see for that integral. And then the nice spot, that gap for the blade to swing around. They've got the inserts cut out with that shredded carbon fiber frame lock M390. There's the Dylan Mallory logo on the blade right there. Wow, that thing is pretty sweet, bud. Ambidextrous pocket clip. How are they calling that an ambidextrous pocket clip? Looks like it only goes on one side. Which I'm fine with, but why would you call it an ambidextrous pocket clip? Mallard, oh, it's a small knife. 7.25. The blade's 3.2. 4-inch handle. That's, I mean, I wouldn't say that's a small knife. That's a manageable medium size. Not a front flipper. That's just the way that sits. Looks like it flicks out nice. Nice big hole. I think it looks cool. Good work. Great design. I bet it feels awesome in your hand. Nice stack of jimps. They're lying. Yeah, I don't see an ambidextrousness. Again, I don't mind. I understand. I get it. But what is Blade HQ talking about right there? The blade is on the bigger and heavier side, which increases the force of the cut. This factor makes the knife slicey. Dylan has a love for broad blades and their slicing power. Oh, it looks great, bud. Very cool. We're going to get Ron to buy one. Ron! Here's your next integral right here, bud. Really like it a lot. It's a solid size. I mean, that's cool stuff. I'm into it. I'm into it. And my TV is out again. And it makes me want to throw something across the room. But that doesn't solve anything. Might make me happy for 3 seconds. But that's about it. Okay, let me get this stuff out of my way here for a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I was trying to figure out the 5 knives I got at Blade Show, Texas last year. I'm pretty sure I got 5 knives from Blade Show, Texas. That sounds right. But then when I went and started looking, I only found 4 that I could remember were from Blade Show, Texas. I could easily go and look up the videos, check out my Texas haul, but kind of bugs me that I can't remember. But split. $300. Limited edition. Hand signed, everyone. Very cool. When did that one come out then, Dylan? Is that more recent or has it been a little while? I think my first purchase at Blade Show, Texas last year was this one. CJRB Hectare S90V Ultim. This is a bug out killer all day. Super happy about that one. I really like that the liners are black. And so when you close the silver blade accents that black and you can see it even more. Super cool. Am I going to the Northwest Fishing Show in Minneapolis in March? What days is it on? Is it the first weekend in March? Because if so, then I'm going to be at Blade Show, Texas. But yeah, Iowa, when is it? Ron might get it. Give him a few days. Mallory, correction. 200 were made. And it was late 2022. Well, it's an expensive knife, too. All right. So, Blade Show, Texas. I got the CJRB Hectare with the S90V. Boom. I also, from the same spot, got the Artisan Cutlery Ahab. This one is super cool. Couple interesting things and design style points on this one. Just first of all, look at it, right? That's wild. What you notice is there's no pivot. That is not the pivot screw. The pivot is hidden underneath the scales. So that's kind of weird because now you're forced to take the scales off to adjust the pivot if you needed to make an adjustment. But it does make for a cool look. Got a titanium backspacer, titanium clip. Really crazy, weird shape. That harpoon, pow. Finger sits in there nice. March 13th through 16th will be up on the 15th as far as I know. All right, Iowa, that's the weekend after Blade Show, so I'll be here. I would love to meet up with you. That might be fun. Ron's going to eat dinner and be back in 15 minutes. Ron, that's about 9 o'clock. I might still be on for a few minutes. It has fish skeleton liner cutouts. So I also got the Ahab. I saw this one and it was just in the case and I'm like, what is up with that? And yep, cool. Picked it up. I got the QSP swordfish. Nice button lock. Warncliffe beast. This one feels good in the hand. I do not carry this as much as I should. Maybe I have to carry this one tomorrow. Bam. Action's great. Good button lock. Oh, the Ahab has fish skeleton liner? Oh, yeah. How about that? I never noticed that before. You can't really... Can you see that in there? Barely. It's got that fish skeleton liner cut out. Wow. I never looked in there like that before. It's got like a spine up the middle and then ribs going across. That is cool. This is a fun knife. I dig it. Oh, the other weird thing about it is the thumb studs get wider. They're like little thimbles that get wider as they go out. Someone was saying they didn't like that and it kind of got in the way. I haven't really noticed any issues with it so far. Whoever was talking about it said that they put some different thumb studs on there and were really happy about it. But these, I don't mind them. They haven't really gotten in the way for me yet. Yeah, QSP swordfish versus the Remet swordfish is that gravity knife. But yeah, QSP. That's a fun one. Probably my favorite one from last year. The Concept Tuckamore. Whoa. Boom. The action on this is fantastic. Knife show in Janesville, Wisconsin, March 28th to 30th as well. We may go meeting up with Brian Kerr. Oh, really? 2.5 hours. Janesville, Wisconsin. Let me look that one up from here. Janesville. Four hours and 43 minutes. I would consider going to that. It's a little bit more of a drive for me, but Iowa, message me about it. Justin, one of you guys, I don't know, maybe remind me. I'd be interested in maybe hitting that up. I would be interested in maybe hitting that up. Concept Tuckamore. I love this knife a lot. Something about it. Just the shape, the feel, the look. Not for everybody, but it's for me. Boom. Whoops. Pay attention to what you're doing. Satisfying open, satisfying close. Black titanium with that micarta inlay. Just feels excellent in my hand. I love that grip, that thumb section with the jimps, and then your index finger getting down into that scoop. Ah, let's make our own knife show. Yes. Yes. I need to find... Yeah. Now, what was the fifth one that I got? I don't remember. I don't want to look it up, but I think I'm going to have to look it up. Iowa, what knife show in Janesville? It says Laid Off Pete. Now Laid Off Pete will meet up with us. Dude, we're all going to go. Anyone who's in the Midwest wants to meet up, let's go. Let's go. I'm into it. I'm already willing to drive 14 hours to get to Texas. And that's a blast. Laid Off Pete's only 45 away. We're meeting Laid Off Pete there. Let's go. Dude, I'm so in. I am so in. I'm about to look this up. I can't handle it anymore. It's kind of bugging me, though, that I can't remember. I should be able to remember. My wife said, go, what the hell, you should go. Badger Knife Show. Badger? Oh, duh. God, I hate it. Such an idiot. Oh, because it wasn't, it was in a totally, I gotta rearrange my shelf. 175 tables. Ooh. That sounds like a decent sized show. The Concept Shikari. I'm sorry, Mr. Shikari. Button lock only. Something about this one. This was, I think this was actually the first knife that I bought. I'm almost positive now that I think about it. It just feels great. When I grab onto this, put my thumb there, it's let's do work, let's go, let's make cuts. This button lock feels good. It's got micarta titanium and 154 on the blade. Nice opening. Laid Off Pete. Holy crap, I didn't know. I am 100% going. I gotta go. Laid Off Pete's gonna be there. I gotta go. It looks small in your hand. I have monstrous hands, bro. My hand span is over 11. Oh, sorry. There you go. Thumb there. Just over 11. I got apishly long fingers. But yeah, this Shikari is a great little knife. Need to carry it more. Does feel really nice though. So yeah, that was my lineup. That's what I got last year at Texas. Decent little stack of knives. Pete, Laid Off Pete's like, thanks for letting me know. Right? There's all these shows that we don't know about that if you did know about. I wish there was more in Minnesota. Iowa came up, we went to the one. It was a knife makers guild though, or whatever, so it was basically only guys that were making knives. That's when I got the Sheriff. The old Sheriff, the 154 CM Sheriff, dude. This thing is a beast. It's a curse. And Brian's gonna be there too? Yeah. Sounds like a party. Anyone who wants to go. What was it? The 20-something? 28th through the 30th in Janesville, Wisconsin. What is going on with the wood knife contest? Oh yeah, Justin. Give me another week to kind of knock it down, but I've been kind of looking. I found a couple others, but I wasn't sure I liked those kits as much. But the little JJ's knife kit, we're going to do the build competition. Stay tuned. That'll be coming soon. Very soon. I just got to work a few things out, and it's tough for me to organize everything for the channel and stuff. I'm only me. I'm a busy guy. I do a lot of stuff, and I need more time. I need more time. What was it called, though? Badger Knife Show? The Badger Knife Club. We don't need no stinking badges. All right. Silent auction. Custom knives, factory knives, antique knives, dealer supplies, and displays. Cool. Half hour south of Madison, half hour north of Rockford. Free parking. Dude. Free parking. I mean, free parking. Mallory, I hope you go. I mean, if you can. But we can hang out, run around. I'm going to film some videos if you want to help. Want to be in them. I think you can see Dylan in one of my videos when I was at the CJRB booth for a second. It was like, but yeah, I did the pocket check on Nico. I've got to do that every year because he always has 27, 28 knives on him at the shows, which is hilarious. Brian is in Mauston, Wisconsin, so not far. Wow, it sounds like we're planning a trip. Stoked. I'm going to see Dylan in Texas the beginning of March. If you can make it, bud, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah. Of course, I can't look up at my screen up here anymore, so I'm cockeyed over to the sun like this. God, I'm getting itchy on the face, too. I'm going to need to shave ASAP. ASAP. We doxing people now? No cane. Nice. Excellent. I walk with a major looking like my body's falling apart all the time. My knees are getting bad. My back is getting bad. If I just sleep normal, I wake up and I feel I'm getting old is basically what's happening. My body's starting to fall apart on me. Just looking to the right over there, my neck is starting to get sore. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, why is your neck all jacked up? Because I'm getting old and falling apart, Kenman. That's what happens when you age. I can still grow hair. I can still farm the hair. So I got that going for me. Which is nice. Which is nice. So yeah, that was my Blade Show Texas last year. Not a lot of knives. You know, had it been closer and I didn't have to spend over $1,000 to get there, I could have had $1,000 more worth of knives over here next to it, which would be cool. I've been kind of saving up. I mean, I'm also saving up for my my new computer and a few other things I need to get here. But I've been, you know, kind of squirreling away extra money because I know I'm going to use it. Stop with the old talk. You were all kids still. I beat the crap out of myself. I skated. Oh, I was a skateboarding maniac for a while. I broke 17 plus bones in my life. And well, that's what happens when you break things. It starts catching up with you, and then it starts to hurt. And then the next thing you know, you're actually aged more than you are. We're all young inside, right? I feel like a kid. A kid that gets... I can't even skate anymore. If I skate, I jump off once and I roll my ankle and then I can't walk straight for 2 weeks. Kind of a thing. Body's not working the way it used to. Which, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, I am going to shut her down. I got some stuff to do, catch up. I got a bunch of projects to work on. Having some fun with the channel. It's going well. Numbers have been a little slow the last month or so, but I mean, if you look, I haven't been able to post as much. Oh, I noticed that before. Let me see if I can do this again. And if I try to do it on the live, then I can tell YouTube to watch the end of my live, and then they can see what it is I'm talking about. Okay, so here we are. It's 8:57. Here's my phone. I'm going to make a short. I'm going to make that short more than 15 seconds, so it's in the 3-minute range. I'm going to add video to short. There is my short. I've done this for 560 days in a row. Daily pocket checks. Next. Notice where I hit next. Now it's where it says done. So here's the preview of my little clip for my daily pocket check for today. It looks good, so I'm going to hit done and go to the next step. I'm going to hit done and go to the next step. I'm going to hit done and go to the next step. It doesn't work. Maybe your screen's broken there right now. Well, maybe it is. Let's back up and we'll go here. Look where next is. I'm going to hit next. Done. Done. It won't let me go to the next screen to post this short. So I don't know what to do. I've closed it. I've refreshed it a bunch. I have nothing open. I go to YouTube. I go plus. There's videos. There's shorts. I'm going to add a short. I'm going to pick that short right there. I'm going to select next. Instantly when I hit that section, it works. Now I'm going to hit done. It doesn't work. I can't post a short. This is the first day in 560 days that I'm not able to post my short. So it's going to end up having to post once they fix it. But right now I can hit pause up here. I can go boom. That doesn't do anything. That brings it to 15 seconds, 3 minutes. Scroll around through here. Make it shorter. Hit done. Nothing happens. So there's nothing I can do. I can go back and try to do it again. I can grab a different video. Let's try this one right. Oh, wow. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Oh, I still have that one selected. Let's select a completely different video. One that I actually did yesterday. Done. It won't let me do it. So I can literally not post shorts right now at all. If anyone has any idea, wow, look at this, on what I can do other than show this video to YouTube, next, done. I can't post shorts. I literally am completely unable to post shorts, and I would like to. Try a different device. Well, I would have to somehow get that video onto a different device. Can you even post shorts? Create. I can only upload a video, go live, or create a post online. So I can't even post a short. Have you tried turning it on and off? I blew in the side of it. I was like, nope. I've been trying since 8:30 this morning. And I've turned my phone off. I've reset it. It's charged. Gmail the video to myself. Well, but what do I post it on? I can't post it on, like if I open up my computer, I show you right now. We'll go to my here. If I'm on my, here, create. I can upload a video, which then wants me to upload an entire video. That's going to bring me to Studio. Drag and drop videos. So that's not going to be a short, that's going to be an actual video. I don't want to do that. So now we're in Studio, upload video, go live, create post, new playlist, new podcast. I can't create a short on a computer. So I can Gmail or I can email the video to myself, but I can't create a short. I can only create a video or a post or a live. The only way I can post a short is on my phone, which I can't do. Turn off Wi-Fi on the phone. Wi-Fi is off. Disconnected. Plus. Wait, what was that? You're offline. Explore downloads? Offline? I'm not offline. I got 5G. Add a short. Collect. Next. Done. Done. Nope. Nope. Won't let me do it. Anybody else post a short today? Do I have a tablet? I do. I could do my tablet. I don't know if it'll let me post a short on my tablet. I don't know. Either way. No, it's definitely not because I'm live right now, Justin. I started trying to post a short at 8:30 this morning, and I've tried every time I was on break at work today. I've tried a couple times since I've been home. I tried just now. And every time, all the screen, everything works until I get to done. And I hit done and nothing happens. So it basically won't. Check if I have internet. I have internet. My Wi-Fi is not connected, and I can go to Instagram. Here is new photos. I can go to Discord. Here is Discord. I can go to Amazon, and I can go to my cart in Amazon. Slowly. There it is. Yep, my internet works fine. I've been on my phone listening to podcasts and stuff all day. I've never tried to post a pre-recorded short. How do you do it? You just record it when you post? Test on the tablet. Might just be a problem on the phone. Mine works fine. Just test it. Yeah, that's the thing. This phone, for the last 560 days, has worked the way that I'm trying to do it right now perfectly. I know how to do this. I've posted thousands of shorts, I would bet. My channel. Post it in a long form. With it being short, it might just change it. No, because I did that once, Blade Show last year. I accidentally didn't hit short, and I posted a short little video, and it's not a short. It's an actual 18-second video. I have 2,500 uploads. 2,500. There's something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but the button works fine when it says next, but when it says done, it doesn't let me be done. And it won't let me do it. It's frustrating as all get out. I don't know what kind of update I would do on the phone. I mean, any update has nothing to do with YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, short. See, how do I... Oh, and then you just start recording. And then stop. And then go next. Next. And it's letting me do it. See, like I can upload a short that I literally record that moment. Delete. Add a short. There's the video. Next. Done. 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 It doesn't let me select done. But I can move this. Move that around all I want. I can change this from 15 seconds to 3 minutes. I can go back. I can hit next right there and then hit done. That is clearly 18-second video. What does that have to do with anything? I can have up to 3 minutes. You can, if you have it on 15 seconds, it automatically crops it to a 15-second clip. Or you can go 3 minutes and have it be only the 19-second video. But then you hit done, and then that's it. But it won't, I've ranted enough about it. You see how it doesn't work. I know how to do it. It's not, there's no, it's quite upsetting. It's the same thing with me getting a hold of YouTube and asking them if I can turn around when I do my vertical lives, and they don't seem to understand. Like, well, why would anyone want to do a vertical live with your, and then not be able to change the mirror so that you can read what it is? I'm showing you something on a knife. I want you to be able to read that it says 154. Why are you dying laughing? I don't understand. 18-second long form. Oh, like if I made a full-length video and it's only 18 seconds long? That's how it is. If you go to... I think it's actually in there. We can even watch it. Blade Show, Texas. Here it is. I thought I was posting a short. And it cropped the image and kept it as a long form. There's the line to get in. And so unless you post it... Oh, look, there's Dylan. Right there. Pause. What's up, Dylan? My man. Oh, anyway. Yeah, bots don't understand, Kathleen. I was emailing with some people and I asked them some questions. It wasn't a person, it was a bot. It was AI. And it was dumb because it was like, you're not answering my question. Yeah, I appreciated Iowa. I've literally restarted my phone and tried to re-upload it and closed and opened YouTube 30 plus times in the last 13 hours today. And it does the exact same thing. It's just not working. And there's a weird bug. Why? The button's there. When it says next, it's in the exact same spot. Above it and below it, when I touch the screen, it works. So the screen is fine. The button, the button is frozen. When I hit done, it won't let me be done. It's not letting me be done. It's saying, nope, something's not right. I'm not okay with this. Makes no sense. Mad Yako Hanks are on sale 25% off. Start a new channel. Well, what it looks like is I'm going to do is I'm going to have to refilm it and just film it as I'm making it and post and just redo it. But it doesn't make sense. Made a surprise visit, Mallory. Just sitting there on your phone, you're like, who's this asshole recording me right now? Little does he know, it was me. It was me. A year ago. God, it's crazy it's been almost a year. It was like mid-February, right? It's pretty much almost a year. It was fun. Wow. 9:12, I'm out. Thank you all for so much fun we're having here, just talking. I'm going to send it to the tablet and see if I can make that work. Otherwise, I'll just refilm it. But it's kind of dumb that I'm not able to do it the same way I've done it 560 times in a row. And that's literally, you can go and watch every single day. For the last 560 days, I've done a daily pocket check from that spot right there, exactly the way I'm doing it right now. So, not sure. What my phone doesn't. What is my phone gonna update? I got an update on my phone naturally like 3 days ago, or maybe 4. No, it's 3. I think it was Monday. But I did get an update. I don't know. I hit the plus sign, then add to the lower left corner and picked a random video, added music, and uploaded. That's what I do every day. How are you, 1931? YouTube update? Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to research it. I'm going to make some dinner, research it, try to figure it out. Thank you all for hanging out. Had a blast. Much appreciation to all of you. More fun videos coming soon. More lives. Stay tuned. Stay sharp.